The draw against Carnarvon Town felt like a defeat to many people associated with the club. Do you see it as 2 points dropped as opposed to one gained?
Yeah, look, I think there's no denying it. It was a disappointing result, and certainly was 2 points dropped. I think in a game where you dominate the play that much, you have so many chances and get the ball in the back of the net twice, which two disallowed goals, you miss a penalty in a game where, we'd be expected to win, and it certainly was 2 points dropped. There's no hiding that factor, and it was disappointing, but probably for different reasons than the weekend, so to speak.
You've just referred to some of the scenarios in the next question. It's, buts and maybes.
Yeah.
A disallowed goal, an offside in the 3rd minute, a missed penalty, a clearance off the line, some good saves by their keeper. If only one of those had gone in or been allowed, it would be a very, very different press conference today.
Yeah, I think so. It would have been. I think if we'd have scored in the first half early, I think we could have gone on and got sort of a second, third and possibly a fourth. And that's no disrespect to Carnarvon, who I thought just gave absolutely everything in the game, really well organised again. The second time we've played them, it's been very hard to break them down. But yeah, I do feel like if one of those had gone in, we would have gone on and won the game. And like I said, when the goal was onside for the one, I think it was Greg Draper who scored, it was offside or was flagged as offside, but it wasn't. It was onside. And then the supposed foul that Blaine Hudson had at the end there, when you watch it back, it's clearly not a foul, and it was what I thought at the time. And I thought we were very unfortunate there with two decisions there that didn't go our way. I mean, we obviously had a penalty as well that we missed, and no one ever means to miss a penalty, that's for sure. So I really feel for that player, Greg, missing the penalty. But yeah, I think it was one of those days where it just wouldn't go for us in that box and fall for us. We got the ball in there plenty of times, but we probably could be a little bit more clinical, I think, in open play. But I think it was one of those days where certainly the decisions didn't go with us.
There are 2 games this week in the JD Cymru Premier that have a direct bearing at the top of the table. One of them tonight, as Connah's Quay Nomads travel to Ballatown, and on Saturday, of course, as we head to the D-side stadium. Depending on the results, there are various permutations as a consequence of those. But one of them is that come the final whistle on Saturday, Connah's Quay Nomads could be 8 points clear at the top. However, the other extreme is that the New Saints could be leading the way by 1 point. As it stands at the moment, as we chat right now, it's not by any stretch of the imagination a lost cause. Yeah,
no, certainly not. I mean, we never want to rely on other teams' results. Of course, we want to try and make sure that it's in our own hands, and we wanted to win these. We wanted to try and win all these 10 games or as many as we could leading into this period. That hasn't happened so far, but look, we'll go regardless of the result tomorrow night, go there on Saturday and try and get a result. I think we owe it to the fans, owe it to the people here and all the people who work so hard at the club here to get a result against them. So we'll be looking to do that regardless of what happens. There's still possibilities of points drop for both teams. So yeah, we'll keep fighting and keep going to the end and see where that takes us, and hopefully putting in a good performance first and foremost Saturday to make up for the Saturday before, and then we can hopefully get the win there.
As you say, you'll be wanting to win the game this coming weekend. Do you have the starting lineup already in mind, or are there places still up for grabs?
Yeah, there's some. I mean, even though it was a 0-0 draw last night, there were still some good performances in that game. I really felt that some players who'd come in and hadn't played that much before come in and did quite well, so they're pushing for a starting place as well. Others were unfit and unavailable that could be up for selection this weekend as well. So yeah, probably a bit of both really. I think there's some key things in mind with a tactical understanding of what we're going to do in the game. However, there are definitely places that are up for grabs, so it's probably, I think, a decent enough performance by certain individuals can help stake their claim for a spot in the team.
And finally, as always, we ask you about the current injury situation.
Yeah, well, Ryan Astles came off with a knock in the game. I think it was pretty plain to see that one. We're not sure if he's going to be ready or not for the game. We've got obviously Spender is out as well with a groin injury, probably for the rest of the season, unfortunately, which he injured in the last Saturday's game, and just the long-term injury of Dean Ebb, obviously also. And I think that's all we've got at the moment. Yeah.